Louisiana Beer Reviews Barrel Aged Narwhal from Sierra Nevada. This Imperial Stout is coming in at 11.9% alcohol. The IBUs are 55, so not super bitter, but pretty bitter. Now look, they have slightly different ingredients from the regular narwhal, so it's not just narwhal aged in whiskey barrels for up to a year. It's almost a year. It's a slightly altered recipe of narwhal aged in whiskey barrels, because you can compare the two and you'll see what I mean. And that one's 10%, just like I said, 11.9. Caramelized chocolate Carafa 3 honey roasted in 2-row pale malts are the grains. The hops are Challenger and Magnum. It's a 96, which they call world class on Beer Advocate, a 100 out of 100 on Rate Beer, 98 out of 100 in the style, and an 84 on Untapped. So people like it. We did a duo review. You can see the video for that. See what David thought about it. I featured it on Stout Sunday. What a good beer to bring for Stout Sunday. I have 2 more. This one and 1 more in the fridge. I bought this at Dorignax on Veterans Boulevard in Metairie, Louisiana, and it was $16.49 for the 4-pack. Pint cans, not 12 ounce. It's not a bad deal this day and age, really, for such a fantastic beer. World class, according to pretty much everybody. And I do intend to watch the video reviews. Alright. Not too much of a head, but what do you expect? These high gravity ales, stouts, lagers tend to not have much of a head of foam. Beige, I heard someone call it mulatto color, and I thought that was apt, I suppose. Kind of an unusual description. You can see brown on the edges. This is very dark brown. All right. Yeah, you get whiskey barrel. They don't say, I looked all over the website, they don't say whose whiskey barrels. And when you watch videos that they show and photos that they post about the beer, they're careful not to show whose whiskey barrels. I mean, you just tell it's almost like they scrubbed out the name, so, oh well, no use worrying about it. Even some of the companies that do tell you, you have to search for it, it's like they don't want you to know. And you get dark malts. It's not that elaborate of a nose, I have to admit. Let's go with the taste on this sipper. Is this a good beer for fall? I think so. It'd be a good beer to bring into one of the online hangouts beers for fall. I don't know about July or August. Whiskey barrel. Dark bread crust. Some cream, some coffee, some sugar, cocoa, but it doesn't contain chocolate or cream or coffee, but just has those notes. It's very powdery dry. I guess it's a dry stout. I mean, it's dry. The feeling is dry. The finish is dry. The body, well, very heavy. But the mouth feels not like velvety or syrupy, though. That's a little different. And I said a number of times recently, I don't really care for barrel-aged beers. I've had enough of them. Have had a lot of experience with them going back to, I guess, 2011 with Coney Island Human Blockhead, which was the first one I remember being a barrel-aged beer, but you don't see that anymore. But I do enough whiskey, rum tastings, so I'm talking about drinking them neat, straight rum, whiskey, bourbon, so on, other type of whiskeys and bourbon. And I do enough beer for 11 years almost. But to mix them together they're always, well, they're usually good. I can think of some people, like in Kentucky, I won't name, but they're not always that good. But I just don't like it personally. If you said, what would you rather have, Narwhal or the barrel age? I'd rather have the Narwhal. Now, if you gave me an 11.9% Narwhal that was not barrel aged, I'd choose that. I don't know why it is strange, but I don't care for it. Even though they're great, they're usually in the high 90s when you try them, but it seems like it takes away from the flavor of the beer. And a lot of people would say, no way, you're wrong. It enhances it. The Jim Beam, Budweiser, they use barrel pieces in the beer. Well, that was a little different. And Innocent Gun does that too. And that's a little different too. It's like not so heavy of a barrel attack. And they're aging them in the barrels on the Narwhal. You know, Sierra Nevada, they show videos where they got the barrels full of this dark, inky beer. Brown bread crust, like I said, on the sweetness scale, I feel like somebody gave me medicine drinking this thing. I wouldn't drink more than one of these by any. It's only sold in these cans too, by the way, according to the website. It's like 3 out of 5 sugar cubes. It's sweet, but it's not too sweet. Bitter. Yeah, it's like the same thing, like 3 out of 5 hop cones. So personal preference, I don't like it. But that would be the case for most of these things. Now CBS, I couldn't really say that because founder of CBS, you couldn't really taste the whiskey, the bourbon barrel. We were saying that, you can't really taste it. It's too much maple syrup or whatever they were putting in it. Yeah, and so my friend David got some Kentucky whiskey and put it in the glasses. Oh, that's right. I went and got it, and then he poured it in. He said, "Now it tastes like it." We weren't saying it needed it. We were just saying it needed it to have the flavor. But I said CBS was 100. I said the Mackinac fudge from founders KBS Mackinac fudge was 100. I said the espresso was a 97. So I mean, I'm giving them super high scores, outstanding scores. It's the same thing. I'm gonna call it a 98. I don't remember what I gave it. I don't remember what I gave it when I was with David doing a duo review. 11.9. When I presented it on Stout Sunday, I don't remember the score. I know it was good, but it's probably best that I don't remember those because then it doesn't influence me. I'm gonna say 98. It's a 98 out of 100. It's an outstanding product. $4.25 a pint can. It's really $4.15 a pint can, I guess. 15 times 4 is 60. Okay. 16.12. 4.12. Oh, can't think. $4.12 a pint can. Oh yeah, because I buy so many beers, or a good number of beers, that are $4.99 a can, and sometimes 12 ounce. They're nowhere close to 98. So if you're gonna pay outstanding to world class prices, you may as well get an outstanding to world class beer, and you're getting it here. So $4.12 a can, yes. You're winning with this one, I have to say. So Les Les Bon Ton Relais, an outstanding product, although, like I said, not for me particularly, from Sierra Nevada Brewing Company in America. And I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all go to Chico, California, or to their North Carolina brewery and tour the Sierra Nevada Brewery, or that other one.